Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Summoner. As I recall, last time we were doing some of these quests, in particular that one. Can't remember about the rest of these. That one's just an ongoing sewer thing, well not sewer thing, just kill basites. That one and that one I've got to go up north to get it, or in one direction out of Lenele to get it. That one I know about because it's linked to that one. That one's in the sewers. That one's in the sewers. Gavin the pawnbroker. I suppose I could look for him. That's in the sewers and in the temple, and I think on Iona. That one's a random event that I've got to find, and that one's in the sewers. So most of these are all in the sewers at this point, to be honest. I think Arvard is over here. Actually, at the point, is Gavin the pawnbroker around here? I'm fairly certain he is. No, he's not him. Sure he was around here. Ah, yes!
I grow powerful.
Stall in Avram Market. So the merchant Aglo in Avram Market. Okay. How do I upgrade? No, not like that. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Right, I think I'm going to stick with sword weapons for Joseph. Dodge, heal. A heal wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't go with staff weapons for him, because that would be just silly. Push I have no use for. Actually, I might go for dodge. You know what? Heal and dodge. Yes, and I'll accept those skill changes. Right. I just got to check time. Okay, yeah. No, I can't actually go through that one. That's annoying. Right. Now, where is Arvard? No, that's not him. Is this him? Yes! No, oh, bugger. I never get used to this control system. Ugh. Union is in the keep. Well, to be fair, it's to stop the mob from burning him down. But yes. No, that's not a question on what that is. It so happens I do actually know how to get him out. We've got to find a forger to give a release order. So, here we go. No, I think he's down this way. If I remember rightly. Actually, that's the point. Is there a map? No, that ain't it. If I can remember what the map was. No, that ain't it. Map. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it? Now, how does one move the map? You can turn it like that. Zoom in and out like that. But I don't know how one moves this map. Oh well. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Ah, here we go. He was right here anyway. Need a release order. Forger inspects each coin carefully. Yeah, that's probably wise, considering that Serval got flipping, oh no, it wasn't Serval, was it? It was whoever that, Taylor was, got, had coins given to him that were fake, so I suppose this guy's a little bit more streetwise. Right. Oh, I've got a flipping earache and that's annoying. Anyway. Other side of this keep. What's my infantry like these days? Oh yeah, it's alright. Right, now we go back to Arvard, if he's even still there, and see if I can find him. That's a good point. He may actually have gone off the edge of the map by now, in which case I'll probably have to reload the map. No, he hasn't gone off the map yet. God, this guy walks slowly. Right, get my money back, get some experience points. I might save. Yeah, I'll probably save all of these for when I've got Fleece with me, because then I'll earn her experience points as well. That makes sense in my view. Right. Just going to be back in a second. I just got to check something. Yeah. Yeah, I just had to check how long I'd been running. I think I'm good. I've only been running a few minutes and everything's going okay. It's one of those slightly paranoid things where you have to know that everything is going okay, even though it probably is. Am I scared? Aye, but if I don't fight the Rennies, they'll burn my village down. Well, yeah, that's probably quite true. Probably quite true. One of the reasons why you end up fighting, because you suspect that if you don't, it's going to be worse. God, this guy walks slowly. Now, does he? Yeah, he does desync at about that point. Now what was I doing? That's a random event, that's in the sewers. I think at this point, go back to the marketplace briefly. I love the music in this game, it's so atmospheric. Really adds a lot to the game. Really adds quite a lot actually, yeah. Him I've already done. Now I keep thinking there's something over here, but even though there probably isn't. No, that doesn't seem to think anything on it. Doesn't think much of that either. Okay. I'm sure I'm missing items that are around here, you know. I'm sure of it. appears to have been pointless. But it is a nice little back street. You know, this is actually quite a well-designed game. I mean, okay, the graphics are a little bit shitty, but it came out in, what was it, 2001? But it is quite a well-designed game, this, you know. At least I think so. You are connected to the Lucky Charm quest, but I haven't found the other guy. He's in the actual marketplace. I'm deliberately saving his experience points, actually, for when I have Fleece with me. I don't know, that may seem silly, but experience point does actually stack. So it would make sense to leave it. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. Right. Here's a palace guard, if I'm not mistaken. Say hi to the palace guard. Don't say I didn't warn you. Stay away from the palace gates, Kotar. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, I clicked in by mistake. If I remember rightly, I'm sure I'm missing items, you know. Because I remember from the PS2 version there's items around here, and I cannot seem to recall where they are. Oh well. Whoa, he looked like a stick person just briefly then. Bit of a rendering issue. How does it fare in your village? We've had a bad harvest, not enough rain in the summer and too much rain in the autumn. The grain rotted in the earth. And really and truly they could do with better plants if that's the issue. I suppose they didn't have genetic engineering back then. Ah, she's part of this. As is she, which means I need to find the guy who's around here. Here we go. Greetings, bold warrior. You've come an opportune time. I'm beside myself with worry. Something precious has been stolen from me. A family heirloom, pilfered from my chambers. It's a signet ring, once owned by my ancestor, the Lord of Duramil. Our family lost our lands and titles in the Civil War of 217. Why should I help you? I will offer a substantial monetary reward for the return of my ring. Any clues about the thief? None whatsoever. I suggest you start by speaking to my wife and chambermaid. Perhaps you will see what we have missed. Right then. Oh, no, I think I just went past the wife. I have no time for idle gossips. My servants are idiots and they require my supervision. What does it take to get honest work from them? A larger stick, I wager. Tell me about the thefts. The thefts? So my husband has hired you to solve his little mystery? Fool! I told him to speak to the guard, but he doesn't listen. As for the thief, I can tell you who she is. Who is she? The chambermaid, of course. She cleans the chamber, doesn't she? She's the only one who goes in there besides my husband and me. Do you have any proof? Not yet, but I'll catch the girl before too long. She'll be cleaning the privy in the keep when we're done with her. Yeah, the problem is, of course, that it's not actually her that did it. That's a little bit of a minor spoiler, but you'll find out in just a second. No time to chat, sir. Chamber pots don't just empty themselves, you know. Do you know anything about the thefts? I have an idea about the thefts, but no one listens to me. I think it's the sewer rats that do the stealing. I hear them in the walls, scurrying and squeaking. The city is rotten with them, even the fine houses in the Crown District. What would an animal want with jewellery? How would I know? Maybe they like shiny things. Where can I find the sewer rats? Well, that's a stupid question. I'll give you 3 guesses, you daft pig. Right, so that's in the sewers as well. Are you a swordsman or a swinehead? Careful, the boy looks dangerous. Aye, he smells bad, but I'm not frightened. He could kill a man with that stench. I could kill you quite easily. On guard, you slayer of chickens and scourge of sheep! The rake trembles in mockery. Alas, I shall die here, friends. This killer of geese is to blame. A bit of friendly advice, ploughboy. Keep your mouth shut. Your accent betrays you. Are you running from the north? Ah, we'll teach you how to fight. I don't think I need advice from a pair of rakes like you. No, I do not think I need any advice from people like you. Sorry, too worked up to chat. I'm almost there. Almost where? I've just found volume 83 of the complete Encyclopedia of Heresies, Heterodoxies, and Apostasies? Whatever. Is that good? Ah, yes. All I need now are volumes 28 and 67 and I'll have the entire set. How are you going to find them? Well, these two last volumes could be hard to get. I could use some help. How can I help? Volume 28 is in the possession of a certain book dealer, but he will not sell it to me. He seems to blame me for the disappearance of his volume 17 a few weeks ago. Did you steal it? Of course not. I acquired it from another source later that same day. What do I have to do? Here is 250 gold. In the marketplace you will find a man named Bibrus. Ask him for volume 28, he will sell it to you. Once I have the complete set, I will give you something I know you'll find quite useful. He looks a little bit like Arvard. Every piece of work that bears the seal of our guild must meet our exact standard. Anyone who violates our regulations will be disciplined. Right, I have to go back to the marketplace for that one. This episode may be slightly boring because obviously there's going to be no combat in it. Because at the minute I'm just running around with quests. Oh yeah, he's part of the Durgan's Charmed quest as well. Right. If I remember rightly, I think there is a quest over here. I can't remember what it's called or what it does, or where exactly. Now that the vassals have answered his summons, the king will convene his war council. That goes down into the sewers. High leather boots. Info. 50 gold, protection 5. Might be worth it. Protection 9. Could be worth it as well. I might want to consider buying some of these later on. I mean, let's have a look at my inventory. Nope. Wrong way. Ah, here we go. Right, I've got that. I have got that actually. Info 5. Info 3. Well, it wouldn't be that much of a 7. Protection 20. So that'd obviously be another 2 protection. quite a bit more. That could be quite worth it, actually. Though it would be expensive, but it might be worth it. Well, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, hello, can I talk to you? Yes, I can. If you will run away. Come on. Murad invades the kingdom, we are held to blame. I have no love for the Emperor, I assure you. For years, Iranians have lived peacefully in Lenele. Why are we now the enemy? I think I've actually read that before, but never mind. I thought there was a quest over here, but apparently not. I think this is armour, isn't it? Oh, I'm crying out loud. King's men need armour and the tanners are running short, but I might have something for you here. Yes, same thing again. 7 protection, compare. 20 protection. Nah. Yeah, see that gives a bit of a minor spoiler there, doesn't it? Because Jakar obviously becomes a member of your party. And you can read it simply by running around here. I'm reading the names on the armour. So yeah. I think I'll go head back to the marketplace for a second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm fine for time for a minute. He's around here somewhere, I believe. No, he's not around this section. Sure he's here somewhere, though. Come on. Ah, here we go! Because he gave me 250 gold. I must disseminate these words to every corner of Lenele by order of His Majesty, King Belias VI, Prince of the Renari and the one true heir of Urath the Father. Volume 28. No. Good for that. That thief shall have no more books from my shop if I can help it.
I grow powerful.
Level up again. Right. Parry. Deflect incoming blows. I might actually want that. Before I do that, heal, cure, regenerate. What do I want? This is the question. What do I want? Parry could be useful, so we'll give a point in parry. And another point in heal spells. No, I've still not got anything extra from heal. Well, I've got regenerate, obviously, but still. Now I know where volume 67 is. It's actually on Iona. Which means I won't be able to get it just yet. Crown District, okie dokie. To find this book, you must go to the monastery of Iona. If the rumours are true, it's hidden somewhere in that island. Well, yeah, you did actually know where it was. Right, and the rest of the quests I'm going to save for when I've got Fleece and I want to level both of them up. Now Temple Plaza, why not? Yeah, he doesn't actually answer you at all if you try and talk to him. What? Don't know what I was doing then. Right, now there is one of the shards of the Gilmari in this temple. And there's also a couple of other quests to pick up in this section here. Quite a few quests actually, if I remember rightly. Temple of Urath. Yes. I'm not actually going to go through the main gate just yet. I'm going to head to the left first. Ah, here we go. Oh, for crying out loud. Blue glass shard. Yes. Let's go up here. I'm trying to remember which one it's on. Music doesn't seem that loud, but never mind. Tyron the Wise. Or is that Tyra Eon the Wise? Prelate of the Order of the High Temple. Temple's envoy to the court of the King Bellius. In the name of the Hierophant, I offer counsel to the king. The High Temple has more land than any lord and 5,000 lancers to defend it. Without the Urathai, the king would not be king. The Hierophant of the Order of the Urath crowns the King of Medivh, and he rules by our mandate. The princes of the Renari are descendants and heirs of the god Urath. This the Hierophant proclaimed 6 centuries ago, and so the Medivhan conquest began. A 300-year war among the 13 clans. Although the Renari run the clan long ago, the war continues in the hearts of Medivh's lords. The Renari are the people who settled on the banks of the Dahu River, where Lenele stands today. King Bellius is a descendant of their princes. Is he now? The most sacred rituals of the Eternal Rite are held in the Forge of the Urath below the altar of our god. Perhaps the Eternal Rite shall bring Urath back from the dead. Yeah, I'm thinking not that. One must have faith in the words. I can hear the voice of Urath speaking through the priests. I would imagine that's probably half the idea. They want to impress people such as yourself. I've never noticed that before. I've never noticed the fact that there's a sound when you open the door. On the PS2 version, that does not occur. Oh, nice little addition. Scholar of Theology and Priest of the High Temple, writing with the Ancients. The ancients cannot provide the truth, we must find the answers for ourselves. From the mysteries of the gods are born the wards of men. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Wars of religion, the Solaran Crusade, the Gannic Heresy, the Inquisition of the Nuvisarum. These wars are as old as the Arenegeth. Not quite, but still. The war between Urath and his sister Lahara is called the Arenegeth in the Old Tongue, or War of the Gods. In the third Aranageth, Lahara destroyed Urath, plunging the world into chaos. The darkest era creation has ever known. We lost our true language and our knowledge of the gods. We nearly lost the eternal right. The words of the right keep the forces of the creation in motion. Since the death of Urath, we have forgotten the true words, corrupted over time. During the chaos, the Holy Ones devoted their lives to preserving the right. As long as one voice utters the sacred words, creation will endure. So that the right could survive these Holy Ones. Jesus Christ, how much of this am I going to have to read? Oh. Blah 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 blah. Discovering the true right would sound like propaganda to me, but alright. First Synod of the Dumari. I wonder if that's meant to be a reference to a real-world event. Possibly the Council of Nicaea? Early Christian theology? This could be an inference, deliberately. The temple itself does look a bit like a Christian Orthodox temple, so it's possible. Factions and sects emerged, the age of heresies had begun. Well, yeah, that probably happened at the Council of Nicaea as well. Monks live on an island off the coast of Medivh. They are a dangerous sect of sorcerers devoted to the study of AOC. Now, the second summoner is kind of devoted more to what AOC is. AOC is far more central to that game. But AOC is basically the language of creation, as that game puts it. And it shifts. It shifts in order to represent different things. And well, it says none of it is the true form, but I don't know if I believe that. The words of the right are mere shadows of the divine language. Yeah, I'd be prepared to believe that. Monks have said they are nothing more than fools that no wise men ever heed. You just said that they're useful to you and that you don't heed them. That's fucking contradiction right there. Ugh. Oh, hello. When I am priest of the High Temple, I will speak the eternal right and teach the holy words to initiates after me. I am one of the chosen. How do you get to be one of the chosen, then? Oh, hello. I have no time to speak to you of gods and rites. One of our order has gone missing. This is a matter of grave concern for the priests of the High Temple. An initiate named Ilodach, a lad of great promise. His cell was found empty 3 days ago with no word from him since. How can I help? Help? I imagine there's nothing you can do. This is an internal matter. However, if you should hear any word about young Ilodach, tell us at once. Fair enough. Puts me directly behind the temple. Oh, no, it doesn't actually. Hold on. If Lenele burned and all were put to the sword, a voice would speak the holy words in the wilderness. Even in chaos, when demons razed the city, the right endured. The chaos of 10,000 years, an age of death and madness. Empires rose and fell, clan warred against clan, and demons wreaked havoc across the realm. Not much has survived the chaos. Learning and writing were all but dead. I wonder if that's meant to be a reference to the Dark Ages. Sudani wandered as nomads, barbarous and warlike, killing all in the path. Yeah, that would be a reference to the Dark Ages. The demons forced the Sudani to do their bidding, and yet the right endured. The speaking of holy words kept the faith alive, for in these words Urath lives on. He is our father, and we are exiles from the cities of glass. That is how the chaos began. The Sudani fell, wingless and mad with grief. They turned against each other, for we are beings of the air, now strangers to our true nature. Have you never looked upon a hawk or sparrow and remembered deep within your soul soaring over the forests and mountains? No, but you're kind of making an emotional plea there. The sky is our home, and so banishment has made us cruel and savage. We were not always so monstrous as this. We were glorious creatures of the air, wise, peaceful and beautiful, not these fallen monsters we have become. Now, that kind of myth is very, very common. The idea that man was better than he was at some point, and that we can restore that idea by following some idea. It's quite common actually to many cultures, which surprises me. Candidly, it does make me wonder if there's a grain of truth to it, but that's probably just sentimentalism. I could speak to the High Priest. I suppose I could speak to the High Priest. I'm kind of running out of time here. Yeah, why not? I am Frederick of Morano, Hierophant of the Urathai priesthood. Leader of the Order of Uras, sworn guardians of the Eternal Right, as long as one of these speaks right, blah 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 blah. Arenegith. Do you wish to hear it? Start at the beginning, why not?
This is the tale of the Arenegeth, the war of the gods. The children of Guval usurped their father, the maker of all things, and Urath proclaimed himself Lord of all creation. But Urath's sister, Nahara, envied her brother's power and sought the throne of heaven for herself. Nahara and her disciples rebelled, and the gods made war against each other. Thus we know this battle as the First Arenegeth. Urath crushed Nahara's rebellion and banished his sister to Kossos, our world, where our ancestors lived and died.
Second Arenegeth.
Among the people of Kossos, Nahara brought chaos and discord. The skies, seas, and plains roiled with war and bloodshed. By Nahara's hand, the children of creation turned against each other. Urath heard the lament from Kossos, and he came down from the heavens. For 100 years, the Second Arenegeth raged, until Nahara surrendered. Urath exiled his sister to a prison deep below the earth, a world of fire we would come to know as the Kingdom of the Dead.
And presumably, if you're not a good citizen, you go to the Kingdom of the Dead.
But Nahara would not concede defeat. She sent forth her minions to steal the souls of the dead and hoard them in the halls of her prison. Thus, deep below the world upon which we stand, our souls shall be doomed to endure all eternity. With a vengeful fury, Urath swooped down from his throne and struck the earth with his sword. The very stones that hold our world together split apart. This is how one kingdom became many. Mediva, Orenia, and the islands beyond the far horizon. And so began the Third Arenegeth, the final battle of the gods. Defeated once again, Nahara begged for mercy, and Urath relented. But then, as she embraced her brother, Nahara plunged a dagger in his back. Her minions fell upon him and tore the flesh from his bones. As Urath died, the winged Sudani fell from the sky, their god destroyed. The cities of glass shattered and became the Vahiomo, the sea of stars. This is how our people lost their wings at the dawning of the chaos of 10,000 years.
So humans were originally angels, according to this guy. I wonder what the symbols on his robe mean. They look vaguely Sumerian, and I wonder if that's intentional. I could go through the story of creation, why not?
The story of creation begins with Guval, the maker of all things. From the tree of 7 branches, Guval carved the spheres of creation, Urgal and Kosas. Urgal is the city of light and joy that lies beyond the Vaheomo, the sea of stars where Aladi keeps watch. These are the white spires of heaven, beyond the fires that vanquish night and winter. Kosas is the world, and here we have lived since the firstborn. The sea and the mountains, the fish and the birds, and all people of all kingdoms belong to Kosas. In Kosas we live, and in Kosas we shall die. Guval, the maker of all things, created his children, Amesido, god of the sea, Lahara, goddess of the flame, Vadagar, god of the earth, and Urath, god of the sky. From the white stones of his city, Guval cast down his children. Never shall you cross the gates of heaven, said the maker of all things. Here I am Lord, and I shall rule so all creation knows my tyranny. Kosas shall be your kingdom and your prison. The children of Guval gathered at the center of the world, and there built the city named Imeose, for all would know this place as the city of gods. Urath said unto them, Here we shall make a people to serve and worship us. This very temple was built upon the city of Imeose, for Lenele means city of gods in the tongue of the old Runari. In the forge of the gods, the children of Guval created the 4 tribes of the world, the Kosani of Vadagar, the winged Sudani of Urath, the Munari of Amesido, and the horrors infernal Odoni. We are the descendants of the Sudani, though we lost our wings in the Arenegeth.
So they're basically saying that the Forge of Urath below this temple made everyone. That's an interesting claim.
Stone by stone, the children of Guval built the Tower of Ina to reach beyond the Vaheomo, where Amadi keeps watch. Up the winding stair they marched to Urgal, the shining city of light and joy. The walls of heaven fell. From the white spires of Urgal, Urath banished his father, the maker of all things. Cursing his children, Guval set the celestial sphere in motion. As the seasons turned, death came to Kosas, and the children of the 4 gods grew old and died. The windows of our temple also tell the story of doomed Iona, daughter of Amesido. Vadagar, god of the earth, fell in love with Iona, enraptured by the beauty of her song. Vadagar raised Iona's palace above the waves, but as a fish cannot live out of water, Iona perished in her lover's arms. Amesido grieved for his daughter and swore vengeance. With a great wave he struck the earth and flooded the cities of the Kosani, children of Vadagar. Those who survived the deluge fled to Sanavar, a mountain of the wise, where they await the return of their god.
Oh, I think we'll quit that now. And I think I shall have to end this episode here. Yeah, how much time have I gone? Yeah, I think I shall have to end it here. I may even have to split it into 2 parts depending on how long I've gone over. I shall thank you all very much for watching. Bye for now.